Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans about to kick it away and get this season started. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18. Offense getting set for first down. They move the tight end all over. They'll try the run. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's loose. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. The Volunteers headed quickly to the line. From the gun, the ground game.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. The give to the tailback. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Looking to throw for it. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
The Vols will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. Open space at the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Offense gets set for second down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the first down.
Basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job early.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now on second down. Handoff from the gun. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Going to the running game. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
He goes out of bounds at the 40 after an excellent return. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. The DBs will back off a bit. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. He's up to 47 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Defense looks as if it's coming. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And what What a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch and catch.
He'll call for the fair catch here. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Doesn't SC always seem to have a quarterback right out of central casting and one that'll pick up a first down for you with his arm?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter the year. It just doesn't matter the number. It continues to churn out. They find those guys just such an easy place to recruit. When you got that kind of pedigree, you always find superstars at the quarterback spot.
Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Here's the handoff. The Trojans get enough for the first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. Think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
And the Trojans are flying down the field. They'll throw it on first down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. From the gun, the running back has it. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Direct snap. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting the run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Looking left. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It is so difficult to play man coverage nowadays with all the space and spread and speed on the field. One false step, and they make you pay just like they did right there.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
A great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He'll call his own number. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And the Vols will snap it on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run the option. The pitch. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field. They got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Breaks the tackle. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to run for it. Tackled after picking up the first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the ball is picked off. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, USC. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Bringing it out. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He's looking to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. He's going to run it. Still running at the 40. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous. Shoot up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. The give to the back. He now has 63 yards rushing already here in the 1st half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a 4th quarter game. Make them feel you and keep them off balance.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And the Volunteers are marching down the field. Defense not showing press coverage. To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. The play action fake. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down.
I'll tell you, as a quarterback, it's going to be hard throwing the ball over the middle of the field against this defense because these D linemen are huge and they've got long arms. That was like trying to throw over a 10-foot tall person. Nearly impossible.
That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And that's a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the 1st down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in it.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Trojans will hustle to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. And he's got it! Touchdown, Trojans!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And they tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. They'll run the screen. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. That last completion still leaving them with a third down. He'll try to pick it up on the ground. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Vols with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Right down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. Keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. Get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? God forbid you touch these guys too hard, you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit, pressure on the quarterback.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It'll be a draw. At the 40, there he goes. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown Vols! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give to the back. He breaks a tackle. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The pull and throw off the RPO. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Vols will kick it off to start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Coming after it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got trying to burn this defensive back. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll put the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They ran it on first down, now on second. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Dialing up a second down pass play. Finds his big tight end. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver coming across in motion. With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Movement here from the tight end. Trying to pound it in. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal again from the 2. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tennessee. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Washington found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Huskies football today. Those folks in Seattle won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. At the 35, he's got room. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves to change for the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Makes the grab. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
He's back to throw on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Trojans have this offense rolling.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And the Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw on second down. Makes his connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Trojans have moved it inside the 20. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He leaves it with his back. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They'll line up to go for 2. Trying to punch it in. He is denied. No good on the 2-point try, and the lead remains at 5. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Red pass, it's complete. Still running at the 40. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Love that throw there. And I remember as a Gator playing against Tennessee, you knew as a quarterback you were going to have to bring your A game to the park because of who was on the other sideline. I played against Peyton Manning, and I played against T. Martin, who won a national championship there. They have a legacy at that position. And this guy for Tennessee, he has a chance to be the next great one.
Leaves it with the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Gets it out quickly. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The give on the inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain. He's up to 113 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. Defense wants to bring the heat. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
First down to start the drive after the break.
325.
Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's picked off. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to drive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play and make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Volunteers will have it 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Give to the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's open. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown ball! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Duke was able to cap off a close one in Durham with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home.
He's going to throw deep right side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
And listen, find your matchups you like, and you can see you got your speedster out wide. You like the matchup. He sees it, puts some air underneath that thing, and he outruns the DB. He's got no shot. Runs underneath it, and then walks his way into the end zone for 6.
Going for the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on second and short. They move the tight end all over. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. The Vols will move the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. DB's right up on the receivers. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They'll go to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20. Right back to him on the ground. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The give and tick, 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 tick. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Going to the draw. Powers through. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. With jet sweep pass. Can anyone catch him? And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
And he just flat and missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. From the gun. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Lost one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much. We're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
And here comes the offense on second down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the